Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Creativity with a Card with Jennifer. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I am here this morning to have a little crafting time with you before we get our Wednesday morning started. Welcome, everyone. I hope you have a wonderful and blessed day. I am thankful for being here with you this morning as we are getting everything set up. I just want to say in the link in this video is some upcoming classes. I would love for you to come and join us. I have my in-person card class, which is Monday, July 14th. We're going to be featuring some beach theme and some lake theme projects. Check it out. If you've never been, come consider joining us as it's a lot of fun. I would love to craft with you on Monday night from 6 o'clock p.m. to 8 o'clock p.m. And that class is in person. If you have any questions about it, you can reach out to me or make it in this video, and I will definitely get back with you. And then I have my Christmas in July escape. I'm so excited as I'm starting to work on the projects. Please make sure you get your registration in. Deadline is approaching us, so I don't want you to miss out. So please take a look at that, and let's do some Christmas in July escape from the heat and get started on those Christmas cards and Christmas projects. You will have a lot of fun if you just come and join us. This is an exciting time for me as you know me, I love Christmas. So doing Christmas in July is really, makes me so happy. And I would love to have that time with you as well. As you know me, I love Christmas. All right. So I've got my desktop up and we're going to get started this morning. I have one project, and then some other things to share at the end of the video, with you. I do apologize for not having more than one project. However, this is Vacation Bible School week at my church, and I have not been able to be in my craft room very much this week. So I've got one project. Unfortunately, I decided to do this project because sadly we lost one of our church members this week, and I needed a sympathy card. So today is going to be a sympathy card using the Loveliest Trees bundle, stamp set, excuse me. So we're going to turn the camera around, and then at the end of the video I will go over some updates that's going on within Stampin' Up, and then we will get started. All right, here we go. Let's get you all turned around and get you in my camera. This is the project that we will be making today. I hope you like the project. It's always hard to come up with the, it is always hard to do sympathy cards, but unfortunately, we do need sympathy cards time to time. Okay, so let me grab a sip of my coffee this morning. Oh, I have missed being in my craft room and getting projects done, but it's okay. We've had a blast at Vacation Bible School as well. All right, so I forgot on Sunday, you know, we have our summer promotion going on. And the summer promotion that I am doing is for every order you place from June to August, your name goes in our bucket. Okay, so every order you place, every class you purchase, or every class you attend, you go in our bucket. And then in August, we're going to do a big drawing of several different products. Well, I forgot to add the names on Sunday, so let me do that real quick. Let me get these tore up here so I can add names. I just love this. I thank each and every one of you for taking part in the summer promotion. I don't think you will be disappointed in August when we actually do our drawings. We're going to have several different drawings. And in a couple of weeks, I'll know how many giveaways we're going to do. All right, so we need to add Bobby. And again, thank each and every one of you for supporting me. We need to do D. All right. We need to do Sandy. Okay. And we're going in the bucket, okay, guys? We need to do Ella. And then we need to do Stephanie. All right. Thank y'all all so much for orders last week or placing or purchasing in-person classes to go, whichever it was that you did. I appreciate it, so thank you. And that was for last week, and I just forgot to put the names in our little fun bucket here. All right, so let's get started with our project today. I just didn't want to get behind on the names because I'm really, really trying to make sure I keep up with that because I want everybody to have a wonderful time when we do our drawings. All right, so today, like I said, we're using the Loveliest Trees. Now, this is a great stamp set to have for all occasion, any time of the year, because you can do your tree any colors. It is great in the fall when you mix your colors together for the leaves. It can be a spring card. It can be just a summer card. However you want to do your tree, this is a great set for that. All right, so what I did is I used the Early Espresso card base. It is cut, the card base is 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. And then I used the designer series paper for the background that is called Country Woods. And I know you've seen this in the past, Country Woods, and it is double-sided. Okay, and I've got several pieces in here because I use this like crazy. And then you've got your light color there, and then you've got your blue and your pink. So this is kind of a woody nature type pack, but it is called Country Wood. And then I used crumb cake cardstock. And then I used basic white cardstock there. And then on the inside, I just put the basic white cardstock and stamped sending heartfelt sympathy, since I needed a sympathy card. But with this stamp set, you can turn it into a congratulations, a thank you, or a happy birthday. So you can get different card sentiments out of this bundle with using the set. And then I used our embellishments, which is the butterflies embellishment. All right, so let's get started with our project. I am going to go ahead and get everything pulled out of my basket here so I'm not digging. All right, and then we're going to use our Early Espresso ink, a Balmy Blue, and then I am also going to be using one of our blending brushes, and then I have 3 of our Stampin' Right markers this morning. This one is the Early Espresso, this one is Old Olive, and then we're going to be using Garden Green. I love this technique that I'm going to do today because we sometimes forget about this this process. So today is a great reminder that we can do so much with our Stampin' Right markers that we don't even really think about it. All right, so I'm going to take my card base and I'm going to fold it. And like I said, this is 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. And we're going to take our bone folder and we're going to run it across there. Okay. And then we're going to take our designer series paper and we're going to take this little strip. And this is, let's see, I believe I cut this at 1 inch. Nope. I cut this at 1 1/4 by 5. So this little strip is 1 1/4 by 5. And then we're going to put our adhesive on the back here. All right. And I'm going to kind of butt this up against the edge of the card. And I did that just because it is a little bigger than I need it to be for this piece to line up with it. So we're going to just cover it up. So the second designer piece is 3.5 by 5. So this is 3.5 by 5. And again, we're going to go ahead and put the adhesive down on here. And then we're going to, again, we're going to line it straight up with the edge of the cards. All right, there we go. Now, we are ready to do some stamping. We're going to set that to the side because I need to get my scrap pad in here so I can show you what we're going to do. This is the inside piece of the cardstock basic white. It is 5 1/4 by 4. 5 1/4 by 4. All right, so we're going to just take our sentiment. I've got early espresso and I'm tapping it into my ink. Oh my goodness, I just got ink everywhere. Hold on, guys. I did this on Sunday. I got ink all over the place, and I have no idea. I have no idea where this ink came from this morning. Okay, so since we got ink on that side, we're going to turn our base over, and then we're going to just stamp this. And I'm going to kind of come up here to the top. And that way, I have a little more room to do my message that I want to put in. You can put it in the middle. You can put it on the end. You can put it at the top. Wherever you choose to put it is good to go. All right, we're done with the early espresso ink. So we're going to put that up so we don't get it anywhere. Because obviously, I like getting ink on stuff. So we got our other piece of basic white, and this is cut at, let's see, this is 3 3/8 by 4 11/16. So 4 11/16. And this one is 3 7/16. Yes, 3 7/16. All right. I have no idea why I measured like that. Woo, wait, what was I thinking? All right, this one is 3.5 by 4 3/4. Okay. So so there are your measurements if you would like those. All right, so now what we're going to do, here is the little technique that we're going to do. We're going to take, when you use our Stampin' Right markers, you can actually color any of our stamps with the Stampin' Right markers and use that as your ink. So we're going to color this, and I'm doing the tree trunk in Early Espresso. Okay. And I'm going to take this on up through here a little bit. I didn't do this on my sample, but I wanted to kind of see what it looks like. I'm not going to do many because I want it to show my greens. All right, so there's our tree. Now I'm going to take the old olive, and I'm actually going to color my tree leaves or branches, whatever color you want to say that's going to be. The top of the tree, I guess you would call it. And you're going to just run it all over your rubber stamp or your photopolymer. And then I'm going to come in with the garden green to give it a little different shade here. And this is real pretty to do this technique in the fall and use a lot of the fall colors. All right, now we are ready to stamp onto our card base. And I'm hoping this turns out, guys. Let's see. And give it that good press so it gets all your imaging in there. There you go. Oh, that's so pretty. All right. Now we're going to take our balmy blue and we're going to take our sponger. And we're rubbing it in. I'm going to start to the side here. And then I'm going to swirl it onto my card base. The more pressure you use with the sponges, the darker your color will be. Oh, that is so pretty. All right, so there is that. We're going to close up our ink pad now because we're done. We're ready to take our card and put it onto our crumb cake piece. All right. And we're going to put that right there. And then we are ready to put our card together now. We're going to go ahead and open the inside of our card base. We're going to put the inside piece down. And that is going to go right in the center of our card. And then our other one is ready to go on the top now that we have our image on there. And this is going to go right on the outside. Okay. Now I want to take my anchor twine and we're going to tie a bow. All right. We are going to tie a bow right around there. And you can make your bow loops as big or as small as you want. And because remember, this is your card and you do it how you want it to look. I'm going to take one of our glue dots And we're going to roll it just a little bit. And then it's going to go right on the back side of our bow. Get off my fingers. Hold on, guys. Glue dots won't stay with me. And then we're going to put our bow right at the end of our trunk. Now, you can tell I cut it too long. So we're going to take our snips and we're going to snip them off. Okay. Ready for our butterflies. And these are called brushed brass butterflies. And we're going to use 3. And we're going to stick 1 up here. We're going to put 1 down there. And then we're going to take the other one and we're going to stick right there. How pretty is that? So, so pretty. And you know what? I bet another thing that would be pretty with this is taking the Wink of Stella and shimmering our tree. And even some in the clouds. Oh, I love that look. I love that look, guys. Let's see if it'll shine. Do you see the Wink of Stella in it? And this is without. Yeah. All right. I'm not sure if you can see the Wink of Stella, but it really does put a shimmer to it. So there is our projects for today. I hope you like those. For Coffee and a Card with Jennifer this morning. Thank you for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you. Now, real quick before we get off, Stampin' Up! Has a sale going on for the next 3 days. So Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So it would be the 9th, 10th, and the 11th. Stampin' Up! Has all of our two-toned cardstock 20% off. So 20% off a sale for all two-tone cardstock. Now, if you're not sure what our two-tone cardstock is, I have some here that I was going to share with you. So you can see what it is when we say two-tone cardstock. So here is the basic black. So on one side, it is that. And then on the other side, it's a lighter color. So on one side is dark, the other side is lighter. Now, I also have a two-tone cardstock that goes with the Halloween scrapbooking kit. So let me open it so you can see this. All right. Let me pull this out. And then I'm going to get a piece of scrap and show you another piece that can take place with two-tone cardstock. So here is the orange. And this is going to be the pumpkin pie. So you've got your orange on this side and then a lighter shade on that side. So all of our two-tone cardstock is on sale. And it is 20% off from today through Friday. And I was going to share with you what other technique you can do with the two-tone. So give me 1 second. I'm hoping I have my little paper in here. I thought I had it with me. All right, let's see. Give me 1 second. So here's another two-tone. This is green, and then you've got that side, and then you have this side. All right, I don't seem to have my little sample that I wanted to show you. Okay, here's one. This is a card that was made using the two-tone cardstock, so you can see one of the techniques with the two-tone. So you see how this has the white in the background? That is because of the two-tone. When you use a fingernail file or sandpaper and you rub over the two-tone, it gives you that white image in there. So that is one of the techniques that you can do with two-tone cardstock. Also, taking the two-tone cardstock, and if you go to tear it, it leaves that white in your, it shows the white in there. So that is another way of what you can do with the two-tone, and it gives you a different look on your projects. All right, so just keep in mind, all two-tone 12 by 12 cardstock, they are 12 by 12. All colors of our two-tone cardstock is on sale, 20% off. If you're interested in it, I will put a link on my video so you can go out and do your shopping. Also, if you do that, you will then get to go into the summer promotion drawing as well. All right, guys, 2 classes coming up. Don't forget to get registered for it. That is my in-person card class, which is July 14th. And then Christmas in July. Get registered for that because we are going to have so much fun. Christmas in July. It is not going to be located at my home this time. I am going to be hosting my Christmas in July in person at my church, which is Emmanuel Lutheran in West Columbia. So click that link, get registered. Good morning, Dora. I am wrapping up, so please make sure you go back and watch replay. And these are the projects that we did today using the Loveliest Tree. I hope everybody has a wonderful and blessed Wednesday. And I will be back on Sunday with you guys and with the Christmas in July series number 2. Talk to you soon. Thank you.